When Meghan rudely revealed how she bowed to the Queen, Harry became clearly agitated. "To all my close companions, greetings, and thank you for tuning in to Royal Family News Update, where we bring you all the latest breaking news on the royal family, including the notoriously hypocritical pair, Harry and Meghan Markle." Throughout the first 3 hours of the Harry-Meghan documentary series, the Duchess of Sussex mimicking the late Queen's curtsy was the most shocking and upsetting moment. Meghan performed the gesture on the Netflix show, and her smile was wide. She knelt down with her head lowered and her arms spread wide in a show of fake submission. After seeing the Netflix documentary in which his wife Meghan imitated the way the Queen had curtsied in front of her, the Duke reportedly became annoyed. This is according to the late Queen's former personal chef, who was close with Prince Harry. Darren McGrady, who cooked for Queen Elizabeth II, Princess Diana, Prince William, and Prince Harry for 15 years, says Harry's frequent comparisons of Meghan Markle to Diana are unfounded. The Duchess mimicked her performance-era curtsy, complete with wide open arms and a dramatic droop of the head. It has been pointed out by naysayers that Harry looked awkward and confused when Meghan spoke. As she stood up, she greeted the monarch, "Pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty." Mr. McGrady, who also knew Harry since he cradled him as a newborn in the Windsor Castle kitchen while Princess Diana was eating porridge, said as much. Body language expert Jess Enrique Roses pointed to Harry's obvious dissatisfaction with Meghan's conduct on Twitter, and she said that Harry's face says it all when his wife makes a joke about having to bow before the Queen. Harry was deeply offended by the ridicule of the curtsy. Royal novelist Giles Brandreth agreed with him, saying on Talk TV, "It's embarrassing because it's belittling." A cultural divide exists, he acknowledged, making it unpleasant to engage in such mockery. No one curtsies to the Queen in such a manner, and she certainly wasn't asked to do so. Very much like how you would bow if you were one of the characters in Snow White. When Meghan began to get similar attention, Prince Harry became concerned for her safety, and he has often highlighted the media's heavy focus on Princess Diana as one of the key reasons for his concern. In the documentary, Harry reveals that Meghan reminds him of his own mother. And that applies to her character as well. Similar qualities of empathy, compassion, and confidence are present in her. There's a reassuring glow about her. Prince Harry, Mr. McGrady shot back, citing his own experience with Princess Diana to prove that his son's future wife would be nothing like her. "Me and Princess Diana were an item for 15 years. The audience was taken aback by Meghan's outburst in this episode. There is no comparison at all." Everyone was furious and dismayed, and some even felt bad for Harry that he was stuck with such an idiotic wife. "We have collected a ton of audience comments for Meghan and Harry in the hopes that these hypocrites may somehow hear." A commentator remarked, "It was awful to see Harry do nothing during Meghan's drawn-out curtsy. The good news is that not all Americans share this level of disdain for Britain and its royal family." Michelle Obama, who enjoys significantly greater international esteem, exhibited royal courtesy. How could a member of the British royal family allow his actress wife to publicly smear their late queen? This was the first time anyone had ever curtsied or bowed so formally to either Queen Elizabeth or King Charles. This dude needs to put on some pants. How self-centered, rude, and lacking in common decency must one be to mock the British ritual of genuflecting or curtsying before the monarch? Harry learned the hard way that Americans won't stand for criticism or derision of their institutions or traditions, as he realized when he called the First Amendment of the United States of America crazy. As a child, she frequently assumed the role of queen in make-believe games. Harry appears to be wincing at her embarrassing Disney curtsy, which she seemed to find funny as she poked fun at the Queen. She has the right sort of hideous personality to play the role of the ugly sister in a pantomime like Cinderella. When Meghan curtsied so viciously, she made a fool of herself. A jab at the monarchy for denying her the opportunity to live in Windsor Castle and don the emerald and diamond tiara. The image of her overacting in a way that was disrespectful and cringe-inducingly mocked one of the most venerated people in the world. How incredibly shallow is that? Good manners and etiquette are still often used terms, especially when referring to the behavior expected of a guest by their host. It's her game, and you're insulting her if you don't play by her rules, at least in her mind. Wow. Talk about having an inflated sense of self. And the ongoing phony and deceptive life drama depicted in this photo is making me physically ill. After witnessing Meghan's most vile and disrespectful performance of mocking the Queen with that most overdone curtsy, the subjects of the late great Queen surely despise her today. And to think Harry just observed it and did nothing makes him an accessory to the mockery. However, he gave off the impression of being somewhat uneasy. But he must get some backbone and confront his wife. Every single one of the assaults. When London was bombed during World War II, the Queen and Prince Philip were there to weather the storm. During Vietnam, they had to deal with a lot of anxiety. They dealt with international crises. They complain that they are not given the attention they believe they deserve. Kate, despite being the mother of 3 young children, remained active in politics. Although she had difficulties, she never complained or tried to play the victim. Kate maintained her poise and ability even as Harry and Meghan complained that she did not go the extra mile for them. Can you recall if Meg ever offered to help Kate out with all of her duties? Meghan did not have the burden of taking care of a home, raising children, or attending to official duties. Even so, Harry and Meghan anticipated that Kate would provide Meghan with an introduction to the royal family. Meg said in her Oprah interview that she turned down the offer of assistance because she was confident in H's ability to teach her. Choosing to do this was incredibly naive. There were some minor differences between a man's and a woman's daily routine. H, a film available on Netflix, makes a great issue about how horribly women who marry into the family are treated. He should have protected Meg and briefed her on the protocol, but he did neither. Photos of Kate, Camilla, and Diana appear on the screen as he makes this point about the challenges that women have faced when marrying into the royal family. Those women had earned their status and the utmost respect of their peers. Harry thought Meghan would be given an award without having to study and demonstrate mastery of the protocol. Your thoughts on Meghan's satirical performance of the British royal family and the monarchy? Please share your opinions in the space provided below. We really hope this movie was informative for you. Feel free to subscribe, like, and share if you enjoy the content. To everybody who have watched this email, thank you very much and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.